Good morning, Miss. I am Edison Indachat. Today we will present the topic of discussions of traffic congestion. My topic for today is on introduction and causes of traffic congestion. Next. As the demand for a road network grows, traffic congestion develops. It is characterized by slower speeds, longer travel times, and more vehicle waiting. Congestion starts to happen when there is a high enough demand for transportation that interactions between cars cause the flow of traffic to slow down. Next. One of the causes is growing wealth of city residents. Purchasing a car is the most common way to show off their new prosperity. As the number of people who are able to afford a car rises dramatically, cars have begun to swallow the space that used to be able to accommodate many smaller forms of transportation. Next, accident. Car accidents will also block traffic flow. The wreck of the damaged car might be blocking the way for other cars, or people might have slowed down their cars to let the emergency vehicle make its way to the accident location. Sometimes, drivers also induct in rubbernecking. This can also disturb the flow of traffic. And last one is traffic overload. Cities in developing countries are expanding so rapidly and contain so many people that room for new routes to handle this new growth is not available. Narrow streets that used to contain mainly bicycles, motorbikes, and just a few cars are now clogged with the latter. That's all for me. Thank you.
Good morning, Miss. My name is Lim Yun Chen. Now I'm going to present way to overcome traffic congestion. Government should increase tax on private vehicles. The advantage of increased tax on private vehicles is the most effective way to reduce private vehicles due to the price of private vehicles increase. When the price of private vehicles increase, it will cause citizens to use public transport. For example, in Japan, car is unaffordable in many families due to the price of private vehicles are too high. As a result, they rather to use public transport than private vehicles. There are many types of public transport in Japan, such as bullet trains, LRT, public bus, and other. Secondly, we must practice carpooling. For instance, you can carpool with your neighbor while going to school or working. As a result, it will reduce private vehicles on the road. Furthermore, it probably will reduce air pollution and the air pollutant emission by the private vehicles, such as nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, and others. Those chemical substances are carcinogen. In addition, it will reduce the percentage of infection in dangerous disease, such as lung cancer, bronchitis, inflammation, and serious it will cause bronchitis swollen. Thank you. That's all is for my part.
Miss, I am Awesome Bin. There are some disadvantages. First, the first advantage is not convenient. When the private car tax is increased, it can lead to people being unable to afford a private car. We need a private car as our timetable does not match with the public transport timetable. Therefore, we can reach our destination punctually. For example, public bus will stop at every bus station. Thus, it will take more time to reach our destination on schedule. Furthermore, crowded in public transport is also a main reason why people willing to use private vehicles instead of public transport in these few years. It is because of pandemic COVID-19. COVID spread through water vapor and airborne. While in the public transport, we can't maintain social distancing between each other. Thus, it can spread rapidly. Next. In addition, the cleanliness condition also cause people buy a private vehicle rather than using public transport. Majority of people are lack of cleanliness awareness. Thus, it will cause some of the people simply litter in public transport, and it will cause the cleanliness of public transport become worse. That's all. Thank you.
Good morning, Miss. My name is Zile. Besides of the disadvantages of traffic issues that happen in the city, as Sumbin did mention just now, the another important point I would like to mention is the advantages of living in suburbs. First of all, by living in the area of suburbs, it can avoid traffic jams before or after the working and schooling periods. It is because suburbs have less traffic and private cars than cities. Next, please. Apart from that, the cost of living or daily expenses in the suburbs is much lower than in the cities. This is because suburban economics are not well growing as the cities did. Next, please. According to the data given by the British government, the living expenses in London is 30,898 British pounds annually, whereas the northeast area of United Kingdom is 20,967 pounds per year. Another advantages of living in suburbs is air pollution index values lower than the cities due to the lack of cars and transportation. Hence, fewer air pollutants are emitted into the atmosphere. Thus, the air in suburbs is way much more better than the city. That's all for me. Thank you, teacher.
Good morning, Miss. My name is Jason Chong Jun Ming. Firstly, the disadvantage of traffic congestion is poor road condition. Government didn't do any maintenance compared to city road. There is a lot of hole on the road. It will be very dangerous to the driver and may cause accident too. Next. Secondly, it will take more time to reach destination. The distance between the suburbs and city are too far. Thus, it also takes more time. It may cause tiredness for traveling due to the distance is too long. It may easily cause accident. Lastly, underdevelopment is also one of the disadvantages of traffic congestion. It is because people are not convenient. There are many government departments in city. For example, EPF office, SACSO office, immigration and other cities have more entertainment compared to suburbs like pub, shopping mall, and others. Thus, people will stay in cities instead of suburbs. That's all for me. Thank you, Miss.
Good morning, teacher. My name is Brian Huan. So, in the conclusion, if traffic for a road network growth, the traffic congestion increase. It will cause us the slower the speed to reach our destinations and travel longer time. Congestion start to happen when there is a higher percentage of transportations that interact between cars. As a result, traffic is a serious problem in every major cities that presents a lot of problems and challenges for the general public. The nation suffers so much because of waste of energy and waste of time. In order to manage the traffic and encourage people to use public transportations, government must take substantial action to educate people. The expansions of the public transportation is crucial. Traffic police must follow the law by the government to take action against people who violate the Driving Act. Lastly, we also work this together to face the current major threat in all major cities. Thank you.